up everyone, I hope that you're all doing alright. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if it's your first time here. Today I'm doing a shell challenge for my good friend Simmerkai. She recently reached 10,000 10,000 Instagram followers on Instagram, yeah. And I thought, you know what, we'll do another house in San Sequoia. Is that how you say it? San Sequoia? That sounds right. But we'll do another build in the new world. And I wanted to build like a smaller sort of house. So that's what I've done using Simmerkai's shell. And if you want to take part in the challenge, the shell challenge, then you can do. I'll link to their description. No, I'll link to their Instagram post with the rules and everything in the description. And I think the deadline is the 30th of April. So you've got a bit of time if you want to take part. But yeah, I decided to make a little house fit for a single parent again. I know I did that in my last build, but this one truly for me is for a single parent. And the little backstory I came up with was it was an unexpected baby, or it could be a couple as well, but the baby is definitely unexpected. The house could potentially do with a bit of an extension or something like that to make room for the baby, but as of right now the build can only really accommodate one bedroom as it stands, so I'll leave that to you if you want to download the build and like play with it and everything, or you could just delete the baby crib thing that I put in the main bedroom and just have it as like a single sim or a couple or an old couple if you wanted. That'd also suit as well. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. I actually built it all in one day. Obviously I didn't build it because the shell's already like there for me. But yeah, I only used the new expansion pack, Growing Together, and base game as well. So if you've just got that expansion pack, then you'll be able to download it. We were going to do a starter house, but when I was like planning out the build and kind of practicing roofing it and doing the floor plan and everything, it was just kind of stressing me out. And I was like, this isn't really fun trying to do a starter home. And I just wanted to like build with the items and stuff, you know what I mean? So I thought I'll do a starter home like another time. And I've recently done one just using Get Together as well, so it's going to be confusing now because all of the abbreviations for the packs are like their own thing, but then Growing Together and Get Together are both GT. So whenever I put packs and stuff in the description, I normally abbreviate them if there's like loads, so I'll have to try and work it around that. Maybe I'll put like GRT for Growing Together. But yeah, like I said, I had a lot of fun with this one. It's quite like a typical like Sims house. I don't know how to explain what I mean, but something about like the color scheme and everything, I don't know, it just proper like made me think, oh, this is a proper Sims house. I didn't really have any inspiration for this one. I think I looked up a couple of pictures on Pinterest for like color schemes, because I went through every colour scheme imaginable. At one point the build was yellow, then it was like a dark brown, we had blues, greens, pink, just every colour, like went through all the neutrals, and then eventually settled on like a cream sort of colour scheme. I were going to go with white, but just everything being like super white, it looked a bit jarring and I didn't really like it. Also, this little weird shape at the back, I was going to have that be a balcony, but then when I were figuring out how to do the floor plan, it just didn't work out right, trying to fit up like some stairs and then have a balcony. So I just covered it up with a big piece of roof, which if you're ever struggling to roof like weird shapes like that, just stick a massive roof over it, make it into a patio. That's what I did. It was really difficult to roof at first, but yeah, I just did that just to make my life easier. And yeah, the floor plan is pretty basic. It's all open plan downstairs, and then like I said, it's one bedroom upstairs with an ensuite. You could probably make that ensuite area into like another bedroom, but I don't know, you'd have to change the floor plan around, and obviously it's a very small room, so I don't know, but you could probably make that into a bedroom. You just have to sacrifice like a tile to fit a little corridor upstairs and everything. But yeah, I thought I'd just show the bathroom. It's the only bathroom that I furnished on camera. The other one is a little half bathroom downstairs in the kitchen, just because with it being an ensuite, I thought it'd be a bit awkward for visitors to have to go through your Sims bedroom to like go to the bathroom. They probably will do that anyway because it's the Sims and that's what they do. They do weird things like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd explain that with the ensuite and everything. And then downstairs, like I said, it's a half bathroom, which just has a sink and toilet in it. But you could probably make that into the main bathroom and just put a shower in there. But I don't know. This is what I did with the shell anyway. And then obviously this is the main bedroom, and this is where I decided to put in a crib. And I will say that that crib, or cot, or whatever you want to call it, has got cot bumpers on it. Don't put cot bumpers on your cot. It makes your baby at risk of SIDS, which if you don't know what that is, just Google it, because I don't want to say the full abbreviation of it. So yeah, little top tip, if you have a baby or planning on having a baby, don't put them on. Midwives will tell you that. Don't know about doctors, because in UK you don't really see a doctor with your pregnancy unless like you've got complications or something like that, or you're gonna have a C-section. But midwives will be like, absolutely not, get that off right now. Yeah, so I don't like that little baby crib as one of them. But in The Sims there is no SIDS, I guess. And then yeah, another thing I also did for this build was I went around and took some photos to fill in the little frames and everything. I just took some photos of the world, and then I couldn't think what photos to put in the bedroom, so I just took a photo of the baby that I had to like play test the build with. And even though that main bedroom is a little bit cramped, it does function. A couple of times though, I noticed that the Sims would get agitated if I tried to feed the baby. They will do it, but it might take a bit of a push. And obviously if you don't want to play with the baby, then you can just delete the crib, bassinet, whatever it's called. Everybody calls it different things, don't they? Like in UK we'd call that a Moses basket or a cot, but like a cot's usually bigger, and a Moses basket is normally for like a newborn. But then that's not a Moses basket, because a Moses basket is usually like an actual basket. So I'd just call it a cot. But yeah, anyway, this is the kitchen. I really liked the colour scheme of this one, with like the warm browny sort of cupboards and everything, and then the blue wallpaper and like cream tiles. Really like this wallpaper. Well, it's not a wallpaper, it's tiles, but you know what I mean. In terms of the game, it's a wallpaper. I really like it. I like all the wallpapers that we got with the pack actually, and I actually discovered two more today, which are like a metal paneling and then another thing. But yeah, all the swatches that we got are pretty nice. I wish we'd have got more like neutral ones, but to be fair, I don't think we really need them, because we've got quite a lot of base game like neutral swatches with paneling and tiles and all that. So yeah, overall I'm quite happy with the what was I even about? With the wallpapers and the objects and stuff. I have been playing around a little bit. This pack has actually got me into gameplay a little bit. I've started a new household. I've been having fun with them. I've not even really taken any part in the proper growing together like gameplay. So I said, oh yeah, this expansion pack's got me into the game, but I've not actually played with the expansion pack other than like playing in the world and that. And yeah, I still have the same opinion about it. I wish that we got a world that was a bit more like different, rather than just like another American sort of world. But yeah, for the most part I've enjoyed playing a bit of gameplay, and I'm excited for my Sims to like have a baby and play with the infant and just stuff like that. I can't wait. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I will say as well, for this dining area bit where the plant and the lamp is, it makes it so that Sims can't get around. You could either rotate the table or like just not use that other like chairs, but I just deleted them when I posted it to the gallery, so the gallery version won't have that lamp and the plant in the corner. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I didn't notice it until I were play testing. For the most part I feel like I've got a good grip on what the routing is going to be like before, like as I'm building, so I don't always have to, what's the word, like I don't always run into routing issues because I've been building for quite a while. I mean, I playtest all my builds. If you ever download one of my builds and there's like a routing issue when your Sims can't get to something, there's a little asterisk on that. Sometimes I do forget to playtest, but I'm fairly confident that like for the most part most of my builds are like functional, and if not it'll be like a tiny thing. But yeah, I do try and remember to playtest. And yeah, for this little part of the living room I was going to have a chess table in the corner, but I just didn't like the look of it. I thought it looked a bit like weird, so I just put in those plants that we got, which are quite nice, but I wish we got individual versions. And then I just put a rocking chair, and yeah, then put telly and all that sort of thing. I do kind of wish though that in The Sims that the fireplaces were a little bit lower down. or there was a lower down version, because sometimes I don't like having the TV above the fireplace because it's proper high up and Sims will like look right up at it, like they crane their neck up and that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but that's just one little thing that bothers me about fireplaces. But yeah, God, I feel like my voice is struggling today. I don't know what's up with me. If you hear my voice crack, then I can't help it. But yeah, maybe I just need a drink of water. That could be what I need. But yeah, decided to do another little stone path going around the outside of the build. I think the lot size for this is 30 by 20, and obviously because the shell of the build and everything is a bit smaller, you do have quite a lot of room to play around with, so there's definitely room for like renovation or an extension, or you could use up more of the lot and everything. But I just didn't want to overdo it and have like a massive garden and a tiny house, so I just kept it quite like small. And you know, just because you're on a massive lot don't mean to say you have to use it all. But yeah, this is the back garden. It's quite small, but I think it sort of, you know, it's got enough to do like for your Sims and that. Put a little seating area on the patio, barbecue as always, and then I put some plants and little gardening things as well. And we also got new bikes with the expansion pack. I don't know if, you know, just in case you missed it, we did get bikes for kids. How cool is that? Proper mad oversight. They should have done that with, God, what pack were it that we originally got bikes with? Was it Discover University? I know we got them in Eco Lifestyle as well, but oh God, I can't remember. I think it was Discover University, but yeah, you couldn't have bikes for kids, but now with this pack you get one. Well, not one, but you get a couple for kids as well, so I'm excited to explore that a little bit as well. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this build, and like I said, if you do want to take part in the shell challenge, I'll put a link to that in the description. And congratulations to Simakai. I don't think I've said that yet actually, but congratulations on reaching 10,000 followers on Instagram. You deserve millions, and yeah, thank you for putting this out there. I had a lot of fun playing with it. Speaking of 10k shell challenges, I need to do my own, but it's just getting round to it. I also reached 10,000 followers on Instagram and I need to do a shell challenge, but it's just, I don't know. You know, you just think, I've got enough on my plate. I mean, it's only like a shell challenge, I just need to chuck a shape together and put it up and that with rules, but yeah, I'll try and get that done this week. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope that you enjoyed this one, and if you did, feel free to leave a like on the video and consider subscribing if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye!